Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today, our group will do a presentation regarding case study of Catalan bar and Grille. But before we start, let me introduce you to our team members. Siti Aisyah, Amira Danisha, Amira Asha, Alia Irina, Siti Nurhaja Zawani and Alisha Natasha. Let me explain to you briefly about our study case. The case discusses George Martin's plan to open Catalan Bar and Grille, a Spanish cuisine restaurant in North Carolina. Facing industrial competition and high staff turnover, he aims to use Baldrige criteria to structure operations focusing on menu differentiation, employee training, customer engagement, sustainability, and technology integration. There are 3 questions that need to be answered related to MBNQA. The first one is, what is the Baldrige criteria? It's referred to a framework for performance excellence established by the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award in the United States. Next, what is the aim of MBNQA? This award, created in 1987, aims to enhance the competitiveness of US organizations by promoting best practices in management and organizational performance. Lastly, what are the purpose of MBNQA? Purpose of MBNQA are to stimulate American companies to improve quality and productivity and to recognize the achievements of those companies that improve the quality of their goods and services.
For the first question, how do these practices fit into the Baldrige criteria? In what categories and items? So firstly, for strategic planning addresses how an organization develops strategic objectives and action plans, how they are deployed, and how progress is measured. Strategic planning is closely related to the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, MBNQA, as the award's criteria emphasize aligning an organization's long-term strategy with its goals, customer needs, and performance outcomes to drive continuous improvement and organizational excellence. So in this situation, Josh planning to design a menu and design their menu to differentiate from their competitors. Other than that, Josh is also planning to use wireless handheld computers to capture orders and send them to the kitchen, which will help their work to become faster and more organized. Secondly, for human resource focus, it examines how an organization's work systems and HR practices lead to performance excellence and align with strategic objective and action plans. Human resource focus is related to the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, MBNQA, as it emphasized the importance of aligning workforce capabilities, development, and engagement with organizational goals to drive performance, innovations, and overall success. For example, Josh is planning to compensate performance based on teamwork, and also he wants to train and empower the staff. Josh is planning to compensate performance based on teamwork, and also he wants to train and empower the staff. Thirdly, customer focus. Customer focus examines how an organization built a customer-focused culture, listening to voice of customer and make use of customers' info for improvements. Customer focus is central to the MBNQA as it stresses the importance of understanding and meeting customer needs and expectations to drive organizational performance and long-term success. Josh wanted to give a small discount for customers who complete a comment card on selected days and customize service as much as possible to develop customer loyalty.
Hi, I'm Sita Aisyah Pentrasidin. Today I will be discussing the second question from the case study. What aspect of the Baldrige criteria are lacking? As you may know, the Baldrige criteria provide a framework for organizations to achieve performance excellence. By identifying the gaps in the restaurant's current practices, we can suggest improvement that align with these criteria. In this presentation, I will focus on several areas where the restaurant's practices fall short, like leadership, strategic planning, knowledge management, and other several impact on the performance. The first is leadership. In this case, mentioned empowering staff and training managers, it lacks evidence of clear leadership practices that align with organizational goals. Effective leadership requires setting a vision, communicating it clearly, and ensuring alignment across all levels of the organization. In the case study, there is no mention of how leaders inspire or guide the team toward excellence. Leadership seems more reactive, focused on addressing issues like wrong address instead of proactively driving innovation or improvement. The next is strategic planning. The case lacks evidence of a structured long-term plan to achieve the restaurant objective. Strategic planning involves setting goals, identifying priorities, and aligning resources. In the case study, the focus is on a day-to-day operation such as discounts and cleaning duties, without any mention of a broader strategy. There is no connection between short-term activities and long-term outcomes like revenue growth, market share, or customer retention. To strengthen this area, the restaurant should develop a strategic plan with SMART, which is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound goals. Align daily operation with these goals. Regularly review and update the strategy based on feedback and results. To improve knowledge management, the restaurant can create a centralized database for customer feedback, sales trend, and operational issues. Conduct regular team meetings to review insights and share best practices. Leverage technology to analyze data and make informed decisions. In conclusion, the restaurant practice like alignment with the Baldrige criteria in several key areas is leadership, strategic planning, and knowledge management. Addressing these, it can significantly improve its performance and customer satisfaction. That's all from me. Now I will pass to Amira Danisha. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amra Danisha, and now I'm going to continue with the next point to answer the question what aspects of the Baldrige criteria are lacking. First, let's look at customer engagement. Josh has made an effort to engage customers through tactics like offering discount and using comment cards to collect feedback. However, these approaches are more too short-term. To build meaningful relationship with customers, Josh could consider implementing loyalty programs, creating more personalized experiences, and analyzing customer data to identify trends and preferences. The Baldrige criteria emphasize the importance of developing deep connection with customers through continuous improvement and trust building, which is something that Josh's current approach only partially addressed. And then next, we have workforce focus. Josh talks about teamwork and training, but does not fully address other important aspects of workforce management, such as individual career development, employee welfare, and fostering a supportive work environment. While offering bonuses for employees who find replacement and cross-training staff are positive steps, these are not what we call a comprehensive solutions. The Baldrige criteria highlight that we need to create an environment where employees feel supported and valued. This can be done through career progression plans, mentoring programs, and offering wellness benefits. So these strategies would help to reduce turnover, improve morale, and support long-term employee retention, which is critical in the restaurant industry where the turnover is traditionally high. Finally, let's talk about operational effectiveness. Josh has outlined some good ideas such as using wireless handheld devices to improve order accuracy and exploring supply chain best practices. However, there is no clear and comprehensive strategy for systematically managing key processes or ensuring consistency in operations. To meet the Baldrige criteria, Josh could develop SOP for critical tasks, which would ensure that processes are efficient, reliable, and documented. By addressing these areas, Josh can build a foundation for a long-term operation sustainability. So in conclusion, while Josh's business plan includes several strong ideas, there are important areas where he could strengthen his approach in alignment with the Baldrige Excellence Framework. So, by using this method, he can improve his chance of building a successful and sustainable restaurant business. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Danisha. Now I am Nur Amira Asha will answer and explain for question number 3, which is what are the things should Josh consider doing. Let's begin with the first point, which is voice of customer. Voice of customer refer to the practice of actively collecting and analyzing customer feedback through various channels such as survey, online review, and comment pad. VOC is not just about asking for feedback, but it's about genuinely listening to what customers have to say. This will help Josh to identify potential areas of improvement. Other than that, regularly seeking feedback helps build customer loyalty. When people see that their opinion matters, they are more likely to return. Next, let's talk about appointing a capable leader. Josh needs to appoint a leader who is not only skilled in the operational aspect of running a restaurant, but also capable of fostering a positive and motivated work culture. A good leader should be a visionary who can align the team with the restaurant's mission. They should be able to solve problems on the fly, whether it's dealing with a difficult customer or managing shortage. Lastly, this is important for leaders to maintain the consistency, service and quality to avoid high staff turnover. Therefore, finding a strong leader who can build a loyal, well-trained team is critical for the restaurant success. Thank you, and that's it from me. Now I will pass to Alisha.
My name is Nur Alisha Natasha binti Baharudin, and I want to continue to the next point, which is menu benchmarking, a strategy that Josh Martin should definitely consider. Menu benchmarking involves comparing his restaurant's menu with those of competitors. This helps evaluate pricing, portion sizes, and the appeal of certain dishes. By studying what works in the industry, Josh can adjust his menu to make it more competitive and attractive to his target customers. It's not about copying competitors, but rather learning from them to ensure his menu well portioned for success. Next, let's talk about the importance of a solid marketing plan. A good marketing plan helps set clear, achievable, and measurable goals for the business. For Josh Martin, it's crucial to create flexible strategies that can adapt to changing customer preferences. This will allow the business to stay relevant and responsive to the market trends. Josh should also focus on using his restaurant's strengths and aligning them with customer needs. A great example of this is McDonald's, which has been a dominant player in the fast food industry for years. McDonald's is not only successful in sales but also in profit and market value. By offering meals at a reasonable price, McDonald's has been able to maintain its competitive edge and ensure sustained growth. Thank you. In conclusion, the case study shows that the organization excels in leadership, strategic planning, and knowledge management, aligning with the Baldrige criteria. However, there are gaps in customer engagement, employee involvement, and operational effectiveness. To achieve long-term success, the organization should improve customer feedback system, benchmark against competitors, appoint capable leaders, and develop new marketing strategies. These steps will drive continuous improvement and help the organization remain competitive and efficient. Thank you.
2,000 years later.
There are two kinds of needs, based on Kano model. Musts and delighters, with a direct relations between customer satisfaction. As much as we fulfill customer needs, his satisfaction is growing. There are two ways to recognize his wishes. Active way. You ask customer directly or passive way. From complaints and claims. Being more proactive can earn more credits in customers' eyes, and here is where voice of customer take its place. Here are VOC steps. Define specific survey or questionnaire focus. Create survey. Ask for customer experiences. Evaluate survey. Improve pains. Think about your specific questionnaire focus. First, create easy survey, quickly fillable. You need minimum 10, but optimum 30 different feedback. If there is positive feedback, think about how you sustain it for a future. Thank you.